Well, going on from that, Gerald, FDR nationalized, well, rather he forced everybody to give up their gold at a low price of gold, and then he raised the price of gold and prevented anyone from dealing in gold at all thereafter. And I think American citizens couldn't touch gold for something like 40 years. Do you see that sort of situation coming back at all, or?
Well, again, look what they told the people back then. I studied economics in college.
Yes.
And they tell you the fairy tale that they were run on the banks.
Yes.
And that they had to do something, so they called a bank holiday. Holiday. You can't get your money out.
No, exactly.
And what did they do? As you mentioned, they sold. You had to turn in your gold at $20.62 an ounce, I believe.
Yeah.
And then what they did, once they got all the gold in, they raised the price to $35 an ounce,
That's
which
right.
means you just lost 40% of your purchasing power.
Yes.
Remember what
Exactly.
I was saying earlier? It's not going to be so much inflation, it's going to be a devaluation.
Yes.
And
yeah.
that's what they're doing. So let's also go back and about the big lie of the bank runs. People were turning in their gold certificates. Their
Yes.
paper, they wanted gold.
Yes.
They wanted gold for their worthless paper.
Yeah.
That's why they had the bank holiday.
Absolutely.
And
yeah.
just as they had in Argentina in 2001 and 2002, when they went through their crisis, you couldn't get your money out all at once.
No.
You only doled out a little bit at a time, and when you're getting it out, it becomes worth less and less
and less.
and less.
Yeah, exactly.
So to me, they are going to blame the gold speculators.
Yes, yes. This is what I sort of fear in a way, and there must therefore presumably be some sense in hedging a little bit into silver. Are they likely to do that with silver? Do you think? I mean,
that's why I do it.
Yes.
And by the way, my father told my grandfather, who was a very proud Italian, just came to this country, and my father married into my grandfather's, that side of the family. My grandfather had a load of gold.
Yes.
So my father, being my father, he said to Poppies, don't turn it in. Stop. Don't believe this stuff. But my grandfather, being so proud to be an American, he turned it all in.
Oh, yes.
And going back to the grand picture and putting all the trends together, we are looking at the breakdown of society.
Yes.
It's out of control.
And it's really fundamentally behind that, the breakdown of the money that society uses.
Exactly.
Well, I think that's fascinating, and I'd love to go on for a long time, because this has been so interesting to me, and I know will be very interesting to the viewers of the GoldMoney Foundation who look at these clips. And we have circulation all around the world. I'm sure most of them will know who you are, but those that don't, I think, will have benefited from this interview. Thank you very much indeed for coming.
Oh, my pleasure. Thank you, Alasdair.
Oh, that's great. Thank you, Gerald.